DJ Uiagalelei, now at the helm of this Florida State offense that is reloading after being a top unit in the country in 2023. Now, what are the expectations for him and this Florida State offense in 2024? Could we see DJ immerse himself into the Heisman conversation? Now, I'm ready to catch all the flack for this, and by no means am I predicting that as we sit here in March. However, I think it's something worth talking about. Obviously, he's going into year 5 of his career, and it's been pretty up and down for him, dating back to his time at Clemson. And though we did see some improvement in his year at Oregon State, it's still not enough to win a Heisman. But Jordan Travis wasn't always a top quarterback in the country either. It took him a while to just become the best quarterback on his own roster. He almost gave up playing quarterback and wanted to try out at receiver before Mike Norvell convinced him to stick it out. And then we just get 23-3 out of him in those next 2 years with a conference title, and he did have legitimate Heisman buzz before his injury. Long story short, I think this pairing of DJ and Mike Norvell is getting underplayed here. Mike Norvell is a known offensive mind and quarterback guru, and one could argue that DJ comes in with the best talent and skill set out of previous quarterbacks we've seen under Norvell. Again, the proof is there with development of guys like Jordan Travis, and even Brady White at Memphis was another guy who struggled at Arizona State, transferred to Memphis, and then put up multiple big number seasons. Now we've seen Mike Norvell and his staff with Tony Tokars and Alex Atkins get the most out of their playmakers. Along with that, we've also seen them have a real ability to scheme around a player's weaknesses. Now again, DJU comes in at 6'4", over 240 pounds, and everybody knows he has an absolute cannon of an arm. Again, I think he comes in as the most physically capable quarterback Mike Norvell has had to work with in his time at Florida State. Let's not forget he was a consensus 5-star coming out of high school, a top 2 player in the country. With his size and running ability, that's a quarterback that will keep on an RPO and have the size and durability to take those hits, along with an arm that can stretch the length of the football field, and that's where Mike's offense loves to live. And I do think the approach through the transfer portal this cycle has been a huge part of making sure this offense is tailored to DJU's skill set. Like we said, Mike has a long track record of doing that and getting the most out of his quarterback. So what goes well with a big arm? Speedy receivers that can get down the field quickly. And Florida State brought in a handful of those guys through the portal with guys like Malik Benson, Jalen Brown, Jalen Lucas, on top of already having Destin Hill and Hakeem Williams. And on top of that, you got to have the protection. And I do think that was a weakness to that 2023 offense. So how do you fix that? You go and you get a pair of experienced offensive linemen from the SEC, insert Terrence Ferguson and Richie Leonard. Now again, I think we've seen DJ get better each year he's been in college, and we've seen almost every transfer that comes to Florida State take leaps as far as their production and even elevate their draft status. I can only assume that continues to be the case here. Really, I wish Mike had more than 1 year to work with DJ. But frankly, I just think most quarterbacks under Mike Norvell will be involved in a Heisman conversation at one point or another. And I'm actually under the impression that this 2024 offense will be better and much more efficient than what we saw in 2023. If DJU can come in and gel with this staff, gel with his new teammates, and learn this offense quickly, it really is hard to put a ceiling on what they can accomplish. He'll definitely have some big stages to show out in games like Notre Dame, Florida, Miami, and even against his former school in Clemson, which should definitely be a big buzz matchup. They're calling it the DJU Bowl. But if they can have that level of success, it'll be yet another testament to Mike Norvell and the quarterback development here at Florida State, which of course only helps in recruiting, future portal classes, and that creates an even more sustainable way of acquiring talent and building up a program. So let me know down in the comments. Do you think DJU can have himself in the Heisman race in 2024? I'll tell you, it's fun to think about because that would mean Florida State is absolutely cooking at that point, hopefully well on their way back to a conference title and a playoff appearance. We appreciate you guys hanging out and tuning in. Again, let me know your thoughts on DJU as a Heisman candidate down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed talking Florida State football, definitely drop a like and hit that subscribe button to catch all future uploads. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Go Noles.